lesson today is what are friendly numbers, aka benchmark numbers, and how can I use them? You have to write that whole thing. Yep. You have seen friendly numbers before, and I know you have talked about friendly numbers. What do we know about friendly numbers? What do they sound like? What do you think? Mason, what do you think? What? Okay. Aiden, what are friendly numbers? Yeah, numbers that are easy for our brain. So underneath this, I want you to write friendly numbers are numbers that are easy for our brain. Aiden talked about adding numbers. If you have easy numbers, you can add them easily. You can also subtract them easy. You could multiply them easy or divide them easy. So depending on what operation, that part doesn't matter, but these are numbers that are easy for my brain. Can you think of what some examples of a friendly number might be? Barrett? 175 might be easy if I am adding, but it might be a little tricky if I'm starting to multiply, huh? But yeah, I'll put it down. So we have 175. Typically, numbers that have a 5 in that place value of ones is easy. Bria? No, I'm asking for friendly numbers. Yep, one friendly number. 10. 10 is a very friendly number. We've been doing a whole strategy called Make a 10. All about making those friendly numbers. Hunter, what else is a friendly number? 5. And any really variation of 5, like 175. Lily? 50. 50 is a very friendly number. William? 100. Gio? 2. 2 can be a friendly number, especially when we're multiplying. Ashlyn? 1. 1 is a friendly number. I'm not going to write it because most of us, we don't even have to really count with 1. But 1 is a friendly number too. Good. Aiden? 1,000. I'm going to put this over here. That's not appropriate. Dorian? 3 is not going to be a super friendly number just because then it starts getting a little more complicated. 3s are usually a little harder for people to skip count by. Does that make sense? 20 would be a great option. I'm going to use the symbol for number instead of writing out the word. If you want to write out the word number, go for it, but I'm going to use the symbol. Friendly numbers are easy skip count numbers, like our 2s, our 5s, and our 10s. If it is some version of 2s, 5s, and 10s, it is probably a friendly number or a benchmark number. We talked about how a lot of those numbers showed up when we did our Make a 10 strategy. So let's review Make a 10 and go a little bigger. So I want you to write the first equation, 15 plus 8. And go ahead and start solving it using the Make a 10 strategy. I specifically want that strategy because that's the version we're going to be working with today. What number did you break apart? What number did you break apart, Dorian? 8. All right. What did you... Oh, pause. The other number is 15, right? What's the next closest friendly number to 15? If I'm making a 10, it needs to be a multiple of 10. Lily? Nope, I want to go up. Always up. Kylie? 10. Make a 10. 15 is closest to what multiple of 10? 20. There we go. So if I have to get 15 to 20, how many numbers do I need? How many numbers do I need to get from 15 to 20? Mason?
You need the other number in the equation.
How many numbers do I need to get from 15 to 20?
5.
5. That's my first break apart. Because I know when I add that 15 to my 5, I'm going to get 20. If part of my 8 is 5, what is my other part, Rio? Okay, if my whole is 8, how can a part be 10? 3. Because 5 plus 3 equals 8. That's part, whole. From here, make a 10 or multiple of 10 together. 15 plus 5 is 20. Plus what's left over here. 20 plus 3. Does that make sense? Yes? No? Because it's only going to get harder, so ask now if you have no idea what's going on. Mason.
You took the 3 and, well, you put 15 plus 5 together, and then you added that 3 that was left over.
Yep.
So you carried it, and then you got your answer to 23.
Okay. Is that a question? Okay. Question. Ashel.
How can we do this in our head?
Fluency practice. Can I tell you, you probably said the same thing in kindergarten when we talked about reading. You're like, how can I read in my head? This is so hard. It's easy now because you've been doing it for years. Breaking apart and adding will become easy after lots and lots of practice. Okay? All right, let's try another one. It's going to get a little harder. So we have 26 plus 55. 26 plus 55. You're breaking apart to find a multiple of 10. All right, which one do you want to make a 10? Which one do you want to make a 10, William?
55.
You want to turn 55 into a multiple of 10? Okay, what's the next closest multiple of 10 for 55? Go ahead, William. 60. So our goal is we're trying to turn 55 into 60. So I'm going to break apart 26. How many numbers are there between 55 and 60? Dorian? 5. So I know my first break apart is going to be 5. If part of 26 is 5, what's the other part? I'm breaking apart 26 into 5 and something. What's my something? It's a subtraction problem. Enter? 1? Not just 1. Is 1 plus 5, 26?
Okay.
21. 21 plus 5 equals 26. Now I can go ahead and make my multiple of 10. 55 plus 5 is 60 plus my leftover is 21. What is that total? What is that total? Do you know? 81. Very good. Alright, do one more hard one. You don't really have an option. I'm saying that like a question, but you don't really get an option.
1,100. Ooh, yeah. Harder.
I don't know where I put it.
Harder as
Oh, here it is.
What?
Make a multiple of 10. Treat it just like if it's a double-digit number. Go ahead and write it down. Figure out which number you're going to make a multiple of 10. I like writing it above so I can see how many more numbers I have to go. A lot of you chose 205 to make a 10. So if you're stuck, do this with me. 205 is closest to what multiple of 10? You don't even have to think about the 100. Put your finger over that 2. We just have 5. 5 is close to what multiple of 10? Barrett? 10. So it's really 210 is where we're trying to go. That makes sense?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to break apart my other number. How far away was 205 from 210? How far away was 205 from 210, Lainey? How far away are these two numbers? 5. Yep. If one part of 137 is 5, what's the other part? We're setting up a subtraction problem. 137 subtract 5 leaves me with, Bria? 132. Now all I have to do is make my 10. 205 plus 5 is 210 plus 132 equals 342. You can use our make a 10 strategy for any size number. It's all about rearranging the equation to make it an easier number. Go put that on my desk. You're not done.
Oh, that's what I did. Because I wrote.
So we've been using friendly numbers. We've been using those make a 10s to solve our mental math problems. But where do they go on a number line? Nope. I want you to think about that. Where are all of these numbers going on a number line? Raise your hand if you've used a number line before. Yeah. You've seen a number line. It goes in order. It counts by ones. And you can find different numbers on there. Where are these friendly numbers going to show up on number lines? That's what we're going to be looking at today. You do need to write this down. When you are making a number line, your friendly numbers are the endpoints and the middle. This is the part where you're writing.
The line?
My friendly numbers are my endpoints. Let's pretend on my first number line, the one that you just drew, my endpoints are 0. Shh, we're not. To 10. That's my number line. 0 to 10. You have worked with this kind of number line. I told you, though, that friendly numbers are also my middle. Put a tick mark in the middle. What number is the middle of this number line? William? 5. 5 is the middle of 0 and 10. Those are all friendly numbers. Draw another number line. Draw another number line. Draw another number line. Thanks. This time, our number line is still going to start at 0. I'll write that above, actually. But this time, it's going to go to 20. 0 to 20. Again, I told you that the friendly numbers are not only the end numbers, but they're the middle. What is the middle of 0 to 20? Kylie? 10. Go ahead and put your tick mark. Label that 10. Yep.
Shouldn't it be 15?
It is not 15.
Whoa.
Here's how I know. How many parts did I break my number line into? No. 2 sections, right, Ashlyn? I have this section right here, and I have this section right here. That means I need to divide 20 into 2 sections. What is 20 divided by 2? 10. Okay, that's my middle. All right, draw another number line. Draw another number line. Oh, okay. This time we're going to go 0 to 50. 0 to 50. Those are all endpoints. Those are all friendly numbers. If my number line is going 0 to 50, what's my middle? What's my middle? The easiest way for me to think about 50s is actually to think about 50 cents. If I was going to break apart 50 cents into 2 pieces, what would I probably have? Hunter?
25.
25. I would have a quarter and a quarter, right? So my middle is 25. We're not done.
We're not.
Draw another number line. This one's a little tricky. Watch this. I'm going to start at 50. And this time I'm going to go all the way to 100. What's going to be the middle for this one? We started at 50. I'm going to 100. What's going to be that middle? Nick, do you know? Not 50.
What?
Lily? Definitely not 10. If we're starting at 50, we can't have a smaller number. Aiden? It has to be equal. We're doing a middle. Think about it like I taught you how to think on this last one. If you have 50 cents and I need something else to get to $1, what's going to be those numbers, Lily Marie? 75. Because 50 cents plus another quarter, 3 quarters, 3 groups of 25, is going to be 75.
How does 75 plus 50?
It's not 75 plus 50. This is a difference of 25. This is a difference of 25. All right, make another number line. This time, I want you to go 0 to 100.
Oh, we know this one.
What's the middle between 0 and 100? This one should be a little easier for us. Dorian? 50.
So easy.
We're almost done. Another number line. This one's going to be a little bit bigger. Problem solve. This time, I want you to start at 100, and we're going to go to 200.
That's what I said.
That is a difference of 100. So what's going to be our middle? What's gonna be the middle? Bria? Not 110, nope. Nope. Lainey? 150.
What? How?
Because I have 50 in this space and 50 in that space.
Say 150.
I did say 150.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm starting at 100.
Ah.
I'm not starting at 0, I'm starting at 100.
I get it. I don't get it.
Alright, last one. Last number line.
Oh my God.
That's not my name. 0 to 1,000. What is the middle of 0 to 1,000? That is not helping. What is the middle? 0 to 1,000. Think about what the middle was for 0 to 100. Mason?
500.
500.
Okay. This is a million.
To 1,000. Alright, so we're going to start by putting non-friendly numbers on a number line. In order to put a not friendly number on a number line, we need friendly numbers on a number line. Okay? I'm going to start with a small number line. The number that I'm putting on this number line is 32. Go ahead and just write the number 32 in your notebook. Because 32 is in its 30s, I'm going to start my number line at 30. I only want to go a distance of 10. So if I start at 30 and I want to go 10, what's going to be my end point, Gia? 40. So the number line that I'm first working with is 30 to 40. But I also need a middle. What is going to be my middle? Do you have this right there? William?
35.
35 is my middle. That is between 30 and 40.
Oh, I get it now.
You have to pay very close attention to your end point.
I read the 70.
Now that I have my number line and my friendly numbers, where would 32 go? Where would 32 go? Aiden? It's going to be close to the middle of 30 and 35. Because 32 is much closer to 30 than it is to 40. What's up, Billy? Okay. That makes sense? Alright, we're going to look at 32 again, but I'm going to give you a different number line. This time, this number line is going to start at 0 and go to 50. Because I know 32 is in between there somewhere. What's my middle? I can't leave off my middle. What's my middle? You have this in your notebook. So if you have no idea, you can just look in your notebook. 0 to 50. What's the middle? Barrett? 25. Alright, now that I have a middle, can I figure out where 32 is going to go? Where is 32 going to go? Kylie?
Kind of like not in the middle, but closer to 25.
Awesome. It's going to be close to 25, not super close, but definitely not close to 50. Here's where 32 is going to go.
had so much space.